he got $1 million. He got.
Yeah, I think it's something with that. I mean, if they back turn towards you, they not a threat.
I think yeah. His was he was running away. He was running away. They shot him in the back, and he got $1 million.
Mm.
Yeah.
Man, good luck to the family though.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get nothing. All right, man. I wanted to talk about this ghost stops. Last thing. Um, let me see here. Ghost stops. This was an article written in the Los Angeles Times recently by Libor Jani, and he's going to continue to cover this story as he's going to drop another article on corruption going on within the 77th Division of the LAPD gang unit surrounding these ghost stops. And let me just read a little bit of the article, and then we'll talk about why the heck would these cops be doing ghost stops. It's pretty crazy, but let's see here.
The article go tell the viewers what a ghost stop is.
Yeah, it's gonna break it down. LAPD disbands South LA anti-gang unit. Temporary actions follow allegations of ghost stops and body cams not activated. That's the title. The LAPD has temporarily disbanded a South LA anti-gang unit whose members are accused of turning off their body-worn cameras during traffic stops. Police officials announced the move Tuesday as the department's civilian watchdog requested a review of behavior by all gang enforcement units citywide. Members of 77th Street Division Specialized Gang Detail came under internal investigation for failing to activate their body-worn cameras and pulling people over without documenting the interactions. We take this very seriously, Assistant Chief Scott Henderson said. Several commissioners said they were troubled by the continued instances of officers flouting the department's rules on the use of body cameras and asked for a report back about whether the problem is more widespread. And I think that pretty much gets the gist of the story. It continues on. It's a great article. I suggest people tap in with the LA Times and read that article from May 14th. But I think the article explains exactly what a ghost stop was, right?
Hey, to the author of this, right?
Yeah.
I got a theory that I think ghost stops probably had a spike when they stopped really entertaining FYI cards during gang enhancements and all that. Like, that don't matter no more. So why even document this stop? Because usually, you know what I'm saying, they, boom, gang moniker, where you was at, and they take your picture and all that, you know what I'm saying? But now them FYI cards, when you go to jail and you go into your preliminary or whatever, them FYI cards don't matter. So maybe they're like, if that don't matter, and they lead to no convictions and further, and like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, whatever. Why even turn these body cams on or document these stops?
I'm not following what you're saying.
Okay, all right. Because you was a gang expert. Now you know what the FYI cards is, right?
FI car, field interview or field information card. Yeah,
FI cards.
yeah.
Those don't even hold no weight no more. So they used to be like, if you go to a preliminary, or how many FI cards they got.
Yeah.
They don't ask that no more. So maybe since that don't hold no weight in court as far as these FI cards, they don't even see no reason to even document a stop or you know what I'm saying, turn these body cams on because, you know what I mean?
Well, the FI cards are still being used because that's how you get entered into the database, the computer database.
But they will have FI cards on people that's been documented gangbangers forever, and every time they bump you up, they write one.
Yeah, because you have to have 5 years without being written up to get out the database. They'll purge you after 5 years.
Okay, so you familiar with what I'm saying? When you go through the court process, the FI cards, they don't care about that no more.
Well, they shouldn't care about them, but in certain instances, they still do use them. I'm against the FI card because they can just lie on the card.
They don't hold no weight.
Well, it depends. A cop will come and testify and say that he filled out the card and he has the tattoos and he got arrested before, and a judge will say, okay, we'll accept that card. But in certain instances, we've challenged the cards for being deceitful, I should say, for being deceitful and including misinformation. So I don't think we got to the point where FI cards are completely voided.
They voided.
We just challenging them more.
They voided.
Well, but the body cam still has to be recorded, even if they are voided. Let's say they're voided. Legally, you cannot turn off your camera when you're pulling a car over, and it's not just. I guess a gang cop can pull anybody over. He pulls over, find out who it is. You don't even know who you're pulling over, but I guess you do know who you're pulling over, right? Because you know such and such owns that car. Let's pull that car over,
Right.
and let's not activate our camera. I just had a case in Long Beach where all of the evidence was the body-worn video. It was a hood day. The Crips had a hood day. Cops pulled up, and they're using their body-worn camera video as evidence that these guys were involved in gang activity. So why are they turning off the cameras? You know, the camera could be the evidence to help the police, or it could be evidence to help the defendant. So if they're turning it off, then that means they don't want something to be seen that could help the defendant or a future defendant or a potential defendant. But I'm still thinking about what's going on here, because not only are they not turning on their body cam, they're not even calling in the traffic stop. They're not even letting dispatch know we're about to pull over this black El Camino on the corner of Crenshaw and Washington. That's protocol. That's for their safety too. They're not even doing that. So what's going on? Are you taking dope from people and not arresting them? And then you slanging that dope yourself, Mr. Officer?
Or putting it on somebody else.
Or taking that dope and planting it on other people? Or are you confiscating guns out of the car, letting the dudes go, and then slanging those guns like that Inglewood cop was doing? Well, he was slanging guns that he was buying, not stolen guns. But
hold on. You talking about the dude that? No, he was selling dope.
Oh, the Inglewood cop was selling dope?
Yeah, he was selling dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, he was. But was he taking dope off of people and then selling it?
Man, I think he was taking it out the evidence.
Okay.
And then one of the other, they had an internal investigation. Somebody dropped a dime on him.
But I think we should assume the worst during these go stops.
Right. For real, being excessive, over excessive with the physical thing, putting their hands on, you know what I'm saying?
And then we all know 77 Division is the most active section of the city. So this is where everything goes down. Dope, guns, everything.
They cover a lot of ground. They cover the most ground, right? 77 Division?
Well, there's supposed to be divisions that are equally divided by population. But the ground, yeah, it does have a nice chunk, because it also goes towards the east side a little bit. It goes past the Hoovers a little bit. It crosses the 110 freeway, actually, going east. But then it goes all the way to the 60s.
Okay, so all right. But the gangs they cover is large gangs.
Oh, man, there's so many
60s,
gangs.
8-Tray Gangsters, Hoover, all large gangs.
All the 50s is in the 77 Division. Right. Trouble is in 77 Division. VNGs, Six Deuce Brims are in 77 Division. All of the 6-0s and all the ETG, a little bit of ETGs in county, but most of the ETGs in the 77 Division.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
And then you got the Florence's got a little piece in 77 Division.
I'm pretty sure. Florence is all over, so they got to lie in a jurisdiction somewhere.
Hey, that one piece of Florence hood crosses 3 jurisdictions: L.A., L.A. County, and Huntington Park. That one patch, that big ass patch, policed by 3 different police divisions. But I think something really shady is going on here, but it's not going to become a scandal because there's just so much news going on, and people are just not tuned in. But this is corruption almost at the highest level.
Yeah, no, it is.
This is illegal, Munchie.
So these body cams, you can hear, right? It's audio?
They're turning the body cams off.
No. It's just not recording. It's audio too, right?
They're not even activating them, so there's nothing.
No, I'm saying when it is active.
Oh, yeah, when it's active, you get the audio. You get audio.
That, and they don't want to hear. They don't want them to hear the dialogue they have with us when they bump us up. if they knew like the dialogue they have with us when they, you know what I'm saying, when they come across us, it'd be mind blowing.
Hey, I always trip how some of these gang cops, they try to talk like a gang member when they're talking to gang members. Like they change their level of vocabulary to match the hood.
I know people in particular when you say that, and a couple of officers come to mind.
But it sounds so corny when I listen to them. I'm like, oh man, I can't believe these cops are trying to. I see right through it.
Hey man, when you police an area for so long, you become a part of that community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you learn the lingo.
You develop a nickname. You know, the people of that community might give you a nickname, like the Compton PD, Blondie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you become a part of that. You get to knowing generations because you've been on the force so long. You know they mama, you know what I'm saying? You took their daddy to jail. Now you taking his grandson to jail. Like, yeah. And a lot of that dialogue, man. If they heard a lot of that, man.
Hey, one of the most notorious LAPD cops out of the Southwest Division, he had a nickname. You might have heard of him. He was known
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan. He was known for patrolling the jungles and all the hoods in Southwest.
Yep.
Jackie Chan. His real name is Brian Thayer, and he's been promoted, so he's not doing gang unit stuff at the moment, but he's still LAPD.
Man, it's crazy because, all right, Jackie Chan used to get them dudes in the jungles a problem.
Oh, yeah.
And then you go to Inglewood, you got Officer Rankins giving the homies a problem with all the Inglewood, the Bloods and the Crips. Everybody. And then you go to the east side where the Swans is at. I don't know if he's still around. It was Reyes. So I'm like, in Inglewood, we got Rankins. They got Reyes. Like for me to know they police, like in different areas, like that's crazy.
Yeah, every section got that known cop. And I would say that Jackie Chan for Southwest, he was probably the most known cop in the Southwest Division.
I wonder, is he still patrolling?
Yeah, he's patrolling. I saw him. I bump into him every time I see him. We talk.
Yeah.
I testified against him in the Baby Rev and is it Baby Rev? Baby Rev case that when he got acquitted, he was the gang expert for Baby Rev. I mean against Baby Rev, and we were fortunate to get an acquittal, but he ended up catching another one and going to prison for that other one.